Hello, welcome to Soul Horizons Tarot. I'm gonna apologize now in advance because I am sick, so that's why I sound so nasally. This is for the sign of Virgo, and it is a collective reading, so if it does not sound familiar, if it does not fit your situation, then it is not your story. So, cross watchers, if you're coming here to find out about your Virgo, keep in mind Virgo is going to stay in their place. They're still Virgo, you will be on the other side of that. This is the extended version, so it's not going to be the short reading. If you are wanting a short, you don't want to spend a whole lot of time on a reading, then I suggest going to, it has the same title as this one, it just says short in the title. You'll find that in the uploaded videos. So this is the longer version. Virgo, this is you over here. This is your person, whether that's past, present, or future, whoever is most on your mind, whoever you're here to see about. This is the energy between the two of you, and this is the future direction, all that future, basically. So we are going to dive into this. Please feel free to share in the comments, like, share, subscribe to see future content. And yeah, we'll get started. So, as far as signs so far, we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Aries, Taurus, Aquarius. Signs and or gender of the card may not apply. Just pay attention to the energy or characteristics of the card. Okay, so let's look at your current energy situation first. So what is Virgo's current energy situation with that Two of Swords, please? Tell me more about the Two of Swords for Virgo's current energy situation. What is Virgo's current energy situation with that Two of Swords, please? Clarify that Two of Swords. Alright. 1. 2. Not liking that. Oh, look. Tell me about Virgo's current energy situation with the Two of Swords. 1. 2. That's better. Oh, still the same damn card. Alright. Aries, Leo, Sag there with the Page of Wands. Let's see what that's about. Tell me one more with the Page of Wands and the Two of Swords for Virgo's current energy situation. One more with the Page of Wands and the Two of Swords, please. Alright. 6 of Pentacles. Alright, it looks like you guys are sitting in some indecision about where to put your energy, or what to invest in, or who to invest in, or how much you can invest into someone or something. Some of you may be questioning if you have the time, the resources, the energy, the ability, or the finances to continue or to start putting into someone or something. So the Six of Pentacles is kind of like a balanced expression of pouring into, knowing when to give and when to hold back, or how much to give versus to not. The Six of Pentacles usually doesn't overextend itself. It's kind, it's compassionate, it's gracious, but it's not to the point where we put ourselves in a bind. So it's kept balanced. Now, the Page of Wands, I'm going to see what that is. It could be a new passionate start. It could be a new desire, a new hobby, a new interest. It could be someone. It could be a child. Or a child could be involved. Tell me about that Page of Wands. What does that Page of Wands represent for Virgo? Oh, almost had the Emperor. Could be an Aries specifically. Tell me about that Page of Wands for Virgo. What does that represent, please? What does the Page of Wands represent? Okay. Definitely could represent a child. Maybe a fire sign child. Or children. This could have something to do with co-parenting or child support. Maybe you have a job that is related or involves children, maybe a teacher or counselor or something like that. You deal with children on a day-to-day basis. I want to see what that indecision is about. We have the World, so maybe trying to figure out if you want to close something out. I don't know if you could actually see that. Close something out or start something, begin something. Again, kind of getting that energy of not sure if you have the time, the energy, or the resources to pour into someone or something. Some of you could have children or a child and you're not certain that you're already pouring so much into that you don't know if you have enough left over. As well as, your day-to-day lifestyle, like going to work, doing all the normal activities and responsibilities. Now, tell me about what the indecision is about for Virgo. What's that Two of Swords about? Why is that here for their current energy situation? Why is that Two of Swords here for Virgo, please? Why is the Two of Swords here for Virgo? Were they indecisive or uncertain or not making a choice? One. Two. And three. Empress. We had the Emperor try to come out earlier, so this could be a connection, or some of you may have your own business. This could involve a mother. Again, you could have children. This could be talking about a mother and her child or children. That is Taurus, Libra energy here. Again, you could be a caretaker, or this could involve a mother archetype. So someone that is like a mother to you. Your own, maybe it's a grandmother, a mother figure. It could be a boss, but it has feminine energy to it. Some of you may be struggling mothers. That's kind of what I'm getting. Or maybe that's what the indecision you're sitting in is, that some kind of choice that you have to make could cause there to be an imbalance in either time with your children, opportunities for yourself and or your kids. And if you don't have kids, this could be having to do with a child or someone from your past, someone that you've known since you were a child. Tell me what that Six of Pentacles is about. What are we wanting to pour into, or what's the hang up with the Six of Pentacles? What's that Six of Pentacles represent for Virgo? It's very, that Two of Swords, analysis paralysis, overthinking details, or not looking at the details sometimes, not acknowledging. Sometimes it's indecision because the choice is not easy. There seems to be no right answer. Tell me about that Six of Pentacles. One. Okay, there we go. Ace of Wands. Some of you may be looking to start something new, go in a new direction, and that's what I was kind of feeling with that World card that came out. Some of you may have a new opportunity, but you're not sure that you can extend yourself. You're uncertain, or there's confusion surrounding a new start, a new beginning, a new passionate endeavor. It could be a new connection as well, but whatever it is, you're struggling with it, the concept of it, or the reality of it, the logistics of it. Let's move on to your feelings, how you feel. Your feelings for this person. Tell me more about that Knight of Cups. For Virgo's feelings for this person. What are their feelings for this person at this time, please, with that Knight of Cups? Wow, okay. Page of Cups. So it does look like feelings are or have evolved over time. They went from small and now they're moving, they're growing larger, or they're growing more clear. Some of you, you've known each other for a while, and they have seen you grow emotionally as well. You've grown emotionally with this person. Whether, if you were even in a connection or not, they've seen you evolve over time. And because of that, feelings have evolved. Because we go from the Page to the Knight of Cups. So maybe your feelings started out small. Maybe a little more discreet. It doesn't have to be discreet, but little feelings to bigger feelings, basically, is a progression here. From the Page, which is like a child, to the Knight, which is more mature, but still not as experienced or wise or mature as the Queen or the King. We do have love here, though. We do have love, feelings for this person. Tell me more with that Page and Knight of Cups for Virgo's feelings for this person. Tell me more about Virgo's feelings for this person at this time with the Page and the Knight of Cups. One more, please, with the Page and Knight of Cups for Virgo's feelings for this person at this time. One more. Okay. Ooh. 2 for the price of 1. Okay, 5 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. Some of you may be mourning a foundation that you built with this person. Possibly some of you could work with this person. Or you built something solid, whether that's a connection, or maybe that's a friendship, or maybe that's a working partnership, something that's consistent. So if you're not in a connection with this person, this could be that you deal with each other on a consistent basis, enough that it has become kind of something you can count on, reliable to a certain extent. You built something here. It's the beginning stages, and it's usually a strong foundation with that. The 3 kind of represents a triangle. That's a strong base. But with the 5 of Cups, there does seem to be some loss, remorse, guilt, shame, or pain towards this person or surrounding this person. It could have to deal with maybe it has not progressed beyond just that foundation, or something to do with working conditions. Like if you guys do work together, maybe it doesn't allow for something deeper to a deeper connection to form. Something about it's become so reliable and consistent that it just kind of blurred into it's indefinable. like we don't have, or we haven't expressed a future or ideas surrounding a future. For others of you, you may just be mourning the fact, yeah, that's all it seems to have is just a strong foundation. Which, you know, if a strong foundation is good, but what good is it if it can't progress from there? If you can't have serious, like, well, I guess for some of you it might be that you don't have a label on it. But there does seem to be loss, feelings of loss, shame, guilt, remorse, or pain. And some of you, you know, maybe you did lose a foundation with this person, because that is, you know, it's mourning something that was lost, something that was spilled. That's where their focus is. They're looking at the cups that were spilled, and they're not looking at what is still here, which is the Two of Cups. I'm kind of getting this energy of getting lost in the mundane. Like things have become so regular that there's no excitement, there's nothing to look forward to. It's just like clocking in, clocking out, add, rinse, repeat. So that could be some of what this is. There is still love here though. There are still feelings, but there is a sense of loss as well. So let's move on to, how does Virgo think and feel about what's currently going on between them and this person? Okay. I have the Moon, that's Cancer, Pisces, with the Four of Pentacles. I'll tell you what my sense of this is. Let me get one more. One more with the Moon and the Four of Pentacles, please, for Virgo's thoughts and feelings about what's currently going on between them. How do they think and feel about the current situation between Virgo and this person, please? How does Virgo think and feel? Alright. So, the Eight of Pentacles came out in the challenge position. I'm going to go ahead and put it upright, but this was in the challenge position, so there could be blocked communication, or that things could be at a standstill. Things could have stalled out. And that is kind of that energy that I was saying earlier, that we've created a strong foundation, but where do we go from here? How do we move past just a foundation? I feel like this Four of Pentacles, you know, it can express one of two things. That holding on, not letting go of something, or hoarding all your resources to yourself in order to protect. So holding on for the benefit of you, or holding on for the benefit of not losing someone or something. What I'm getting from this is we're starting to question the validity of holding on, or we're trying to understand why we can't seem to let go, or why things are not progressing. We're trying to understand why there is a stall. In the meantime, we're still holding on, you know, tenaciously. But with that Moon, that can talk about, you know, some things bubbling up to the surface here. Something from the subconscious, or something that was repressed. Kind of being faced with something that at first glance you can't quite wrap your mind or head around it, or you can't pinpoint. Okay, she's kind of forced to see something that, like in the picture it looks like she is a woman of flesh, but in her reflection what she sees is a skeleton. So it's like she's forced to look at something deeper and maybe a little bit more frightening, or a little bit more visceral. That's what the moon is. It's looking at aspects of ourselves or the situation that are uncomfortable. So tell me what that moon is about. What does that, clarify the moon, what does that represent here? You know, you could be kind of dealing with some depression or some sadness, some repressed feelings here. Tell me about the moon. Tell me about the moon for Virgo's thoughts and feelings about what's going on. This could have forced you in a position where you had to confront some things about yourself as well, or the situation. Maybe some of those things that you were sitting in indecision about are bubbling up to the surface and forcing you to acknowledge. Yeah, look at that. The Four of Pentacles just came out again. So maybe forcing you to look at things that you've held on to, maybe beliefs, ideas, whether that's about yourself or about decisions or about decisions or choices you've made, or maybe you're being forced to look at how controlling you've been. I'm not saying that you are controlling or that you've been controlling towards this person, but your need for control, because that's what the Four of Pentacles does. He's got every single pentacle in a firm grasp. Like, he's got his hands crossed over his chest. He's not letting anything go. He's protecting, but it's somewhat overprotective. You can't receive like that, and you surely can't give either. That would require you to let go. So, I think this is begging you to look at what it is that you need to let go, or why is it that you're holding on before this thing can progress. Maybe that's why this came out in the challenge position, is because you have to acknowledge before this can move forward. Or maybe that's what you need to ask yourself, is why is this not moving forward? Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles, please. What are they holding on to? Or what does that represent for their thoughts and feelings? Virgo's thoughts and feelings. What does that Four of Pentacles represent, please? 1, 2, 3. Knight of Swords. It could be, like I said, like a truth. A hard pill to swallow. And why did that Eight of Wands come out in the challenge? Maybe they're wanting to go at a pace you're not comfortable at. Alright. The Empress in the reverse. And then it comes back to some of you not sure that you can extend or put any more. Like, if you've already put some towards this person, if you've already invested, you're not sure that you can anymore, because now the Empress is in the reverse. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You also have Cancer, Pisces, and now we have Taurus, Libra. This time the Empress came out in the reverse. So something about this is draining you. It is making you question your self-confidence or your sense of self-worth, your abundance, your creativity, your fertility. And I don't mean like you're struggling with fertility. I mean, fertility is also about creating. The fertility of ideas, the fertility of money, even luxury. This is Venus and Libra, or excuse me, Taurus and Libra and Venus. Okay, so if you think about Libra, that's balance. So something may be imbalanced in yourself, in self-love, or in your ability to nurture love. And then Taurus would be like self-confidence and your ability to nurture not only yourself but others as well. So You may feel like they are draining you, or the situation is draining you, undermining your strength, undermining your confidence. The Empress in reverse is highly afflicted. It's coming to a point where it is not healthy. Okay? Maybe you're coming to the realization that you're holding on to something that isn't healthy for you, or the way things have been progressing or not progressing is unhealthy. Alright, so let's move on to their side of things, which is this one. Okay, so your person's current energy situation. Tell me more about Virgo's person's current energy situation with that Eight of Wands. What is their current energy situation with that Eight of Wands, please? Tell me more about that Eight of Wands. Okay, so that's two. Really. Ooh. They took off on something. They had the Two and the Three of Wands. They made a decision, and now they're waiting for the results, and it has either taken off or they are pushing it. All their attention, energy, and focus is going into the trajectory of this. That's all wants, that's all passion, ambition, drive, energy. Directed, usually. What is it? What is it with that Two and Three of Wands? Well, Two, Three, and Eight of Wands. One more, the Two, Three, and Eight of Wands. It seems like it is going somewhere because we have a obvious progression. We go 2 to 3 to 8. So something is taking off. It's like watching a rocket. One more with the 2, the 3, and the 8 of Wands for this person's current energy situation. Almost had the Queen of Swords come out. And the 6 of Wands, or excuse me, the 6 of Swords. One more with the 2, 3, and 8 of Wands for this person, Virgo's person's current energy situation, please. 1, 2, there we go. 3, was that the 6 of Swords again? Nope, 4 of Cups. And the 5 of Swords. They lose interest at the last second, or maybe the person or thing that they are directing their energy towards is not wanting what they have, what they're serving. Somebody, whether it's one of two things is here. They took off with a lot of energy towards something, and at the last second they're like, nah. Or the thing or person that they're directing all this energy towards is not picking up what they're putting down. It's like they're coming on full force and then they hit a wall because whatever they were directing their energy towards is not having it, not having them, not accepting what's being offered here, and it's based on some kind of conflict or drama or pride or ego is in the mix for somebody here. I don't know, for this person or the person or thing that they are. If it's obviously have to be a person because a thing can't have an ego. It's like they're, whatever that they had a lot of intention towards is not either receptive, not open, or not interested. Like they put all their eggs in one basket. And I feel like maybe that's what the conflict is. It's like they're not taking the rejection well. But I'm gonna keep that 3 and put the 2 back. Like, yeah, they were taking off with a lot of boom. But whatever was at the end of that, I don't think it was met well. Or it could be in the process of like dealing with red tape or something like that. Let's move on. How does Virgo's person feel towards Virgo? What are their feelings for you at this time with the Ace of Swords? No, that's way too many. Come on, cooperate. How does this person feel about Virgo? What are their feelings for Virgo at this time with the Ace of Swords? What are their feelings for Virgo at this time with the Ace of Swords, please? 1, 2, 3. Alright, 4 of Wands. One more with that 4 of Wands and the Ace of Swords for this person's feelings. This person's feelings for Virgo at this time. The 4 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. One more with the 4 of Wands and Ace of Swords for their feelings for Virgo at this time, please. Alright. Star. Alright, it looks like a realization here. Either they could have a wish fulfillment with you, or you are their wish fulfillment. Possibly they're realizing that you are their safety. Tell me, what is that Ace of Swords? The Ace of Swords is a realization, a truth, a clarity, or a moment of clarity, a eureka moment, an aha moment, or coming to a conclusion. And as I said that, the Queen of Swords came out. So yeah, I think they've reached a conclusion here. They've come to understand something. With that, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and strong Aquarius, because that star is Aquarius energy. Tell me about the 4 of Wands. What is that? No. What is that 4 of Wands? Is that safety, security? 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like I would be stupid to let this go. Tell me about the 4 of Wands. What does that 4 of Wands represent for their feelings? For Virgo. 1. 2. And 3. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius again. Yeah, I feel like it's an understanding that they would be remiss, they would be foolish to let something that could offer them so much stability and security, that you could lead to a wish fulfillment, or they've come to the realization that you are a wish fulfillment, that you are a dream come true, you are very important to them. There's something to set their sights to for a bright future. 9 of Pentacles. Tell me about that star. What does the star represent for their feelings for Virgo? Hermit. Virgo, yeah. You are, it's taken them some time to reach this conclusion, but I do feel like they finally come to the conclusion that you are what makes sense here. And it isn't just about logically or logistically, it is fact. You are what is good for them. You are a hope, a wish, something to put their faith in. And I do think, because that Four of Wands is here, that you have provided this person with a sense of security, and it's something that they've struggled with, maybe, or they've slowly allowed themselves. I don't think it came as like suddenly, and it's happening now. They did come to a sudden realization, but it came over time, and they've concluded this. So that's good energy, or good, that's good. But are they going to do anything with it, is the next question. So what are their thoughts and feelings? You could share a home together too, with that Four of Wands, or share a business even. You give them the means to do those things as well, and they can expand on their horizons. Tell me about how this person thinks and feels about what's going on currently between these two. How does this person think and feel about the current situation as it stands between Virgo and this person with the Justice card? That's Libra energy. Tell me more about justice for how this person thinks and feels about what's going on. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Hermit is a Virgo and Libra. One more. One more with Hermit and we have Leo energy there. One more with Hermit and Justice for this person's thoughts and feelings. I think they mull things over. They sit with it. I think that's what they're doing. Tell me one more with the Hermit and Justice for how this person thinks and feels about what's currently going on between Virgo and this person. 1, 2, and 3. King of Wands. Leo, but also Aries, Sag, any fire sign. But we have Virgo, Libra, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Specifically, Leo does not have to be. So it feels like they're taking their time, trying to figure out a wise course of action, or seeking an internal wisdom, or maybe possibly even seeking external. If you guys are involved in a legal battle at all, or they're involved in a court thing, legal battle, or something to do with the court system, it could be that they're seeking advice, but otherwise this is just trying to figure out what is right in the situation. Now with the King of Wands, it does look like they want to take action, and they want to direct the flow of how this goes. They don't want to just sit idly and let things, but with that Hermit, it's like they're taking their time to make sure that whatever action they take is right, is just, is fair. Tell me, shit. Yeah, they wanna win. Legal battle or not, even if you're not dealing with a court system here between the two of you, they want to win. 2 of Pentacles. Hold on. Let me. You know what now? What are we thinking about with that Hermit? Tell me about what are we thinking about with that Hermit? What is this person thinking about with the Hermit? Okay. 7 of Swords. Okay, they're strategizing, they're planning. What about the justice? Clarify justice. Clarify justice, please. This person's thoughts and feelings. What does that represent here? What does justice represent? 1, 2, 3. Ace of Cups. It's fair in love. Well, it's fair in love and war. What action are they wanting to take with, no? What action is this person wanting to take with that King of Wands? What action are they wanting to take with that King of Wands? What do they want? What is that King of Wands? Okay. Yeah, they want to let their guard down, or they want to show you that it's safe to let your guard down. They want to get rid of the walls. They want to break down the walls here. Either their own or yours. Alright, I'm going to do a switch over real quick. Don't go anywhere. Alright, already at 20-something%. I don't know, I keep making these longer and longer than I mean to. So it does look like they want to take action and right the situation. Whatever has been wrong in the past, they want to fix it. I don't feel that this has to do with deception here. It could, because you do have that Ace of Swords in the reverse. But I feel like if they have been dishonest or underhanded in the past, they want to fix it. They want to reconcile, or they want to fix the situation with you in order to open that cup up again as like an expression of love, or the beginning stages of love or feelings. Alright, so we're going to move on to what's going on between the two of you. Try to do it quickly because I am running behind. It doesn't help that I have to talk slower because I'm all stuffed up. Otherwise I'll sound like a Muppet. I guess that was the Peanuts, all the parrots and the Peanuts. I just carbon dated myself. Alright, so energy between the two of you. Alright, so what's going on between the two of you at this time? Current mutual energy situation between Virgo and this person, please, with the 5 of Pentacles. Tell me more about that 5 of Pentacles for what's going on between this person and Virgo. Tell me more, please. 2, 3. Page of Wands. The second card that came out for you. So this could be a relatively new connection, or you could be coming together in a new way, exploring a different option in how you approach one another. But let's see. One more with the Page of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. Page of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. One more with what's going on between Virgo and this person. Current energy situation with the Page of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles, please. Make this make sense. 1. Okay. about that page of wands. Tell me, clarify that page of wands. What does that represent? What's that? Come back here. That's Aries, Leo, Sag, by the way, and it's clarified by the page of wands. Alright, this could be a child, this could be a new beginning. It could be communication as well, communicating that somebody is taking off, somebody is leaving, somebody is choosing a different direction that does not involve you or them in order to find success, in order to create success. You may have to, it doesn't necessarily lead the end of a relationship. It could just be that, okay, I'm going to have to work longer hours, and that's going to leave you feeling a little less priority. Okay, and that could be a struggle now between the two of you, is that one of you feels neglected or abandoned in some way. But it does look like this could be a person, it could be a child specifically. It does not have to be. It could be communication, that this is the choice that we're making. Somebody has communicated this. Or it could be a brand new offer, and we have to abandon what we have in order to seek out success, seek validation, seek confirmation of effort and reward and validation of hard work. So tell me about that Five of Pentacles. Tell me about that Five of Pentacles, please. You could both be going outside to seek your fortune. Okay, yeah. It looks like that's Aries, Pisces, and Aquarius energy. So yeah, somebody's taking a leap of faith here, and I think they went towards an opportunity, or it could have been something that was kind of guaranteed. Like, I feel like this is guaranteed win or success, and that's why I had to walk away, or at least create a path for myself. And in so doing, it left someone feeling, or you both felt, or one of the two of you felt like this person rejected you for something else, or possibly someone, but I'm feeling it's something. I feel like it's an opportunity to grow in some way. Tell me about that Six of Wands. I just got the Eight of Cups immediately. So it does look like I'm making a hard choice that will serve me, but you will suffer the consequences for it. However, I don't think it's done out of, being vindictive or malicious or selfish. I think it's just a hard choice that somebody had to make. I don't know who. I'm going to assume it's maybe them, because they're the ones that's moving with so much energy. And it's a painful choice, but it's also the choice that they see is correct, because it's going to lead to some kind of success. Possibly they see it as success for the both of you in the end, but in the moment, in the here and now, the other person is feeling the lack. Okay? They're feeling the lack of attention. They're feeling like they're not being prioritized, or they're feeling the distance or the separation, while this other person, whoever that is, goes to achieve a dream, or goes to achieve a certain outcome. Alright, so let's move on. Tell me about that Ten of Pentacles. What are the strengths of this connection between Virgo and this person? What is the long-term strength of the connection between Virgo and this person? As a couple, what are their strengths? What is it that would add to the benefit of this connection, or the benefit of the two? What are the strengths of this connection with that Ten of Pentacles, please, between Virgo and this person? Tell me about that Ten of Pentacles as a strength. Alright. I'm not going to keep it because it just kind of, I flipped it out with one card, but it's the Lovers, Gemini energy, strong connection, undeniable connection, mind, body, soul. It is more than just physical, it is more than just emotional, it is all of them. Tell me about the strengths here. Alright, one. Okay, there it is. Oh, wow, look at that. Hierophant. So, a traditional, committed, long-term connection is the potential, the strength is the strength or the potential strength. So we're talking about marriage. Usually with the Hierophant, that is what society deems correct. Now, that depends on what culture you're from. So you could be from a culture where it's pre-arranged marriage, or you could be from a culture that, believes in marrying more than one person. I mean, it depends on your culture, but this is society, what society deems as right. And, your own belief system as well. But so long-term commitment here, basically. A marriage, possibly. A strong, safe, secure marriage, especially financially. High Priestess on the other end of that, but I didn't ask yet, so I'm going to put her back. Pisces, Cancer. She is his counterpart, right? Yeah. The Hierophant, because he's, in some decks, he's the High Priest, and she's the High Priestess, so divine counterparts. Feminine, masculine, spiritual leaders or guides. He's more like religion, but he can be spiritual. Tell me one more with the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles for the strengths of this connection between Virgo and this person. One could be a very good teacher for the other as well. You could learn a lot and grow a lot. Tell me one more, please, with the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles for the strengths. One, two, alright, and three. Oh, star on the bottom. Very strong Aquarius energy here. An understanding of each other's desires. Now, I'm going to put her back because this one is the one that fell out. But mutually, both of you reaching your goals and ambitions as a couple. Okay, but this is also an affinity towards one another, especially when it comes to like-minded, being very like-minded, having the same beliefs or having the same thoughts and feelings or opinions about things, the same interests possibly. Of fairness, having integrity, honesty as a strength. However, the weakness, the challenge here is that Ace of Wands in the reverse. So what our struggle here is getting to that King of Swords where we are very open and communicative and understanding, fair and just. But with that Ace of Swords in the reverse, this can be talking about the opposite of that. So let's look at the challenges here with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. What are the challenges and obstacles of the connection between Virgo and this person? Alright, there's one. I love it when they just pop out like that. Okay. Possibly not having the strength to speak your mind, or having too strong of an opinion, being overly opinionated here. Communicating in a way that comes off very abrasive or cruel or apathetic. Not being able to hold ourselves back with how we communicate. Strength can be a weakness. You can be too assertive. You can be too opinionated. too stuck on your ideas. Not, you know, if you can't bend, you'll break, basically, is what I'm seeing there. One more with the strength. That's Leo energy. So pride. Pride and ego may be a challenge here. Too proud to say you're sorry. Too proud to admit when you're wrong. Miscommunication. Possibly deception with that ace, or trust issues. Poor communication, basically. Lack of clarity. Tell me one more with the strength and the ace of swords in the reverse for the challenge and obstacle as a couple for Virgo and this person. Alright, there it is. 5, yep. That's what leads to that feeling of abandonment, rejection, neglect, or feeling left out in the cold. Either someone does not have clear communication, or you both struggle with that with each other. Even if you don't separately, like individually, you have no issue communicating, you just together you may have a hard time communicating when you're with this person, and it leaves someone feeling misunderstood and therefore neglected, especially mentally. Like when you don't feel understood, you feel like a part of you is being rejected. You can hold on to your beliefs so much so that you make the other person feel, not you specifically, but somebody makes somebody feel like they are, you know, unworthy or dismissed. Alright, so let's move this out of the way and let's look at the future direction of this. Somebody could come across very cold here or cruel with the words sometimes. The way they express themselves is not, it's not a good standard. Alright, tell me about the future direction of this connection between Virgo and this person with the Emperor. That's Aries energy. Tell me more about the Emperor for the future direction of this connection. Where is this connection headed with that Emperor, please, between Virgo and this person? One more. Tell me more. Alright, there it is. Yeah. Nine of Wands. Steadfast. Somebody holding stubbornly onto something. I apologize, I'm sorry, I can't breathe. A little tissue over here. Okay, let's do one more. Oh, hold on. 9 of Wands and the Emperor. 9 of Wands and the Emperor for the future direction. 9 of Wands and the Emperor, please, for the future. Okay. World. Alright, tell me about this Emperor. It feels like somebody is asserting their dominance here, but it's coming off in a way that the other person feels, or maybe it's like kind of like a red herring, like they want to come across confident, but it's coming like it's off-putting, or it's undermining their own power. Tell me, matter of fact, no. Tell me why the 9 of Wands is here. Why would the 9 of Wands be here for the future direction? What causes this 9 of Wands? It could just be like somebody dominating, being domineering, or overly controlling, overly assertive, cocky even. Tell me, why is the 9 of Wands here for the future direction between Virgo and this person? 1, 2, 3. Four of Swords. Yeah, this could even be blocking communication. Somebody blocks somebody, literally. It could also be just needing to create space away from this person. I feel like it could be the Emperor person, whoever that is. Okay, so that's somebody very confident, usually the protector, very masculine energy. Even if it's a female, it's coming off very masculine. So I think assertive, dominant, powerful, possibly a boss or a leader, a superior of some kind. This person could be protecting themselves, but it could be that somebody's protecting themselves or blocking this person. Tell me about the Emperor. Or somebody makes the decision. Very strong-minded decision. Ooh, Devil in reverse. That's Capricorn energy. Tell me about that world. Somebody could feel like, oh, they're trying to get away from a controlling person or a situation and where there's a lack of control or a lack of power, a feeling of powerlessness. And in order to do that, they need to create space. They need to heal, or they need to isolate in order to find the right answer, find the right direction. Tell me about the world. What does the world represent here for the future direction? The High Priestess. This is like making an intuitive decision that has grown since the last time we were here, if that makes sense. Because I feel like you've dealt with this person, or they have dealt with you, or whatever. Or you've dealt with a person like this before, and you know the signs when you see it, and you're trying to create... You're seeing the red flags here, or somebody is, and they're saying, no, I'm going to give you time to heal, or I'm going to give myself time to heal, or I'm going to give myself time to think about this clearly, without it being, manipulated, or without being swayed to one side, without being tempted. And it's come with experience. Like, I've been here before, and my intuition is telling me that this is something that I don't want to do over, or I don't want to do over in the same way. There has been something toxic, either between the two of you, or with this person, or with a person of their caliber, and you're trying to avoid the same cycle repeating. Your intuition, or their intuition, is saying, we need to hold off here. So they're either blocking communication or limiting access, or you're doing that. I think that Emperor is the one that's making this decision, or they're the person that you're not trying to get involved with at this time. It kind of depends, honestly. I think it'll probably vary from person to person. But basically, it's holding up a guard because we don't want to get ourselves caught up in a unhealthy situation where we feel powerless, or we feel manipulated, or we feel controlled, or these are habits or patterns that I've played out, and I've learned from them, so I'm going to do better this time around. So what action is this person most likely to take towards Virgo in the future? What action can Virgo expect this person to make towards them in the future, please? What action is this person most likely to make towards Virgo in the future with the Hierophant, Taurus energy? What action is this person going to take? 1, 2, Nine of Cups and the Hierophant. One more with the Nine of Cups and the Hierophant. For this person's action towards Virgo. Alright. Came out weird, but I'm going to take it. The Eight of Wands on the bottom. I do think they'll take action towards you, but it's not going to be fast. It's going to be calculated, strategized, planned. I think they'll take their time with it because they're very serious. They're very serious-minded. And they have a certain goal or an outcome. And they're going to carefully approach, or their approach will be measured. Like, they're not going to come in all crazy, half-cocked. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Tell me about that Nine of Pentacles. Tell me about that Nine of Pentacles, okay? Yeah, it's going to come after a time of either silence, contemplation, isolation, possibly little to no communication. If you guys are not communicating at this time, they will find a way around it, but it's not going to be, like I said, it's not going to be fast or possibly soon. There may be some other things that they're trying to achieve with that Nine of Cups, but I feel like you're a part of that. They just have to figure things out. Tell me about the Hierophant. It could be like an offer for a serious commitment here, or leveling up the connection, higher level of commitment. They may like tell you that I want to continue to see where this grows. Tell me about the Hierophant. 1, 2. Oh shit. Hold on. 3. Chariot. Yeah, they want to move towards you. That's Cancer energy. They want to move towards you, but they want to take their time. They want to evaluate. Maybe even get a feel for you and where your head's at, because previously we did have that Page of Swords come out. 1 second. In the short version, that Page of Swords came out with the Hierophant. So they may be gathering intel, gathering information on you, about you, whether that's through your social media, through friends or family, whether mutual or acquaintance or whatever. It does feel like they're biding their time, they're waiting, and they're trying to plan this thing out, because that's what the Knight, that's why he moves so slow and deliberately. He wants to make sure that every move he makes sense. He's not impulsive. Alright, so let's look at the most probable outcome. What is the most probable outcome between Virgo and this person? What is the most probable outcome between Virgo and this person? What is the most probable outcome between Virgo and this person with the Seven of Wands, please? 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. 5 of Cups. 1 more with 5 of Cups and the 7 of Wands for the most probable outcome. High Priestess. Yeah, okay, so somebody's continuing to protect themselves or to hold their ground, be on the defensive, because not only is intuition involved, but It feels like they can't quite let go of this feeling of sadness, of loss, something from the past, something that was said or done in the past. I want to get a look at what that is. What is that Five of Cups? Why is that Five of Cups here? Nine of Wands. Either someone is sad about the fact that somebody never allowed the other in, like they always had a wall up, and they feel sad about that, or something was done that wouldn't allow the walls to come down. Someone never felt safe enough to completely let their guard down. The Hermit, Virgo energy. I think it was you. I think it's you that's, you can't quite let something go here. Possibly part of it is your intuition is telling you that you can't, or you shouldn't. Or maybe just now, it could be just temporarily, it's not the right time, but the future direction or the outcome here is that you continue to protect yourself. Now, it could be the other person. I'm saying you because this is your card. Okay, and that's Pisces, Cancer. But it looks like you continue to protect yourself. And you feel like you're in the right, though, with that Seven of Wands. It's like knowing that you have the upper hand, but also knowing that you are correct. You are right and justified in taking the action that you take, or making the decision that you make. So, based on intuition, but based on also past experience, either with this person or with other people, you have come to the conclusion, or you're still in that mode of, I have to protect. I have to stay ahead of this. I have to have boundaries. And I mean, it could be that, this does progress, but it would be very, 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 very slow with the Hermit. Because you are putting boundaries in front of you. Like, they have to cross this 16-mile long bed of coal, and then they have to jump through hoops, and then they have to, slay a dragon. Alright, so let's look at the overall energy. We have the Star, it's Aquarius. I had very strong Aquarius all the way through the reading. Strong Earth sign as well, Taurus. Pisces and Cancer. Well, basically any water sign. But also a strong fire. I mean, pretty much all the signs, really. Tell me more about the overall energy of this connection. What do they need to know overall? What does Virgo need to know overall about this connection, the energy of it with the Star? Okay. Seven of Wands. Tell me about one more with the Seven of Wands and the Star. One more with the Seven of Wands and the Star for the overall energy of the connection, please. Overall theme of the connection with the Seven of Wands and the Star. One, two. Oh, there it is. The Ten of Cups tried to come out, but it went right back in the deck. And the Six of Swords. Alright, so what I'm feeling from this is there is a possibility of getting a wish fulfilled in this connection. But I do think in making it hard, not only for this person, but for other people, in making it so hard for people to prove themselves, you also make it hard for you. there are healthy boundaries, and you should always implement those, always. And no matter what you're doing, you should always create a healthy boundary, whether it's other people or work or family. But in this case, I feel like you're actually pushing people away, and good people, or in this case, you're potentially pushing something that could be good away, by holding on to things. I feel this energy. This is not the interpretation of any of these cards, but I feel this energy of either shit or get off the pot. Basically, Virgo, commit to one. Commit to either you don't trust this person, you can't trust this person, and commit to that, or commit to I'm going to give this person a chance. And if you give them a chance, you have to give them a chance. You can't continually put up blocks for them to prove themselves. Like, you have to acknowledge and watch their actions. But if their actions aren't speaking to you what you want to hear, ignore the words. If the actions are not following through with what your expectations or your standards are, then you have your answer. But stop continuously putting more and more and more and more based on this idea that you can't trust them. Because if you can't trust them, then you need to let them go. Because I don't think this person is going to let you go. I think this person is moving forward in the idea that there is something that they want, a commitment. Now, if their actions are not showing you that, then by all means. But you're not proving anything here